So I'm going to do a quick tutorial on using the Typorama app. It's a quick way to get photos and edit them for use. So on the top, just click on My Photos, which takes you to your photo library. It might ask permission first. And then click on the photo you want by clicking the red hibiscus. And then on the bottom, you need to choose the size you want. So you can choose as it is, or you can choose for Instagram post. And you can pinch the picture, make it bigger, make it smaller, and center it properly. You want to think about where you're going to put the words too. I'll show you what it looks like for the Facebook post. But you know, then I'm going to lose part of the picture, which is okay if you wanted to put words on the right and then you have your photo on the left. But it's the way I made it. I made it portrait, so it's kind of funny to use for the Facebook. So I'm going to go back to Instagram, and I'm going to think my words on the right. Instagram posts are square. I like that, even just for sharing with friends. And then click Next on the top right. And then you're going to choose your text. Type it in. I want to think of something bright and positive to share with everyone. I know people like that. Everybody's searching on the internet, and if you can share something positive and happy, why not? So once you're finished typing in your text, then click on the top right, Done. Each line of text, make sure you type Enter at the end of each line, just so that it ends up not being one long line. Typorama takes you automatically to the different styles of text. So you look at the very bottom, there's options, text, photos, and more. But the text and the photos are the one we're going to use. And then on the top menu, we're working right now on styles, but we'll go through each one. So click along on the styles. I normally choose one that's free. If it says pro, you're going to have to pay for it. And I like the ones that are kind of simple. I don't like to block the photo. And sometimes you might not like the words that you chose, or you might want to change the words. You can do that by clicking on the text again, and you can adjust it. Here I might change it. So highlight the text and then start typing your new text. I think this might be a fun Aloha Friday text. Fridays are Aloha Friday in Hawaii. And then we can play around a little bit. You can move around and enlarge your text if needed. Now let's take a look at how you can change the color. This changes the color of the actual text. I'm not going to change mine because otherwise you can't see it. But you can change the opacity of the color of the text, so you can make it more transparent or more bold. Now let's take a look at shadow. I think shadow is really important for photos. Sometimes your text might blend in with the photo, so adding a shadow will help it to stand out. There's a lot of colors available here and a couple different options. If your color is more contrasting with your text, it'll be easier, and your photo, it'll be easier to see. I tried here with yellow, it didn't really work. So let me show you with a darker color, and then you'll see it behind there. So on the left, top left, you'll have the transparency of the shadow, and on the right, you can blur it and make it more fuzzy. On the bottom, you can shift the x-axis, which shifts the shadow left and right. And on the right, the y-axis will shift it up and down. So you'll see me doing that here. You can see the black really showing up behind the text. Kind of brings it out from makes it like a little 3D from the photo. There's still a few more options available down there. We can try gradient. Clicking on gradient there, and that makes the text look really good. I think I'm going to stick with that. It's pretty. You can change the opacity of that, and you can change the colors that you choose there. But I think I'll stick with this and play around with the photo editing. So if you click on photo on the very bottom, then you have some choices, filters, overlays. This is overlays. That's kind of cool. And the nice thing is you can again change the transparency of that. So it doesn't have to be so bright. You can make it a little less obvious, more subtle. And then there's filters. I didn't think any of the filters were that interesting. Didn't really enhance the photo. And then when you're ready, you just share it. You can go directly to your account in Facebook or Instagram, but I like to download it and then post it up later. So there you have it. Enjoy playing around with your Typorama